I've got my feet up. Yeah, I've got my feet up on the weights.
In the stirrups.
I'm ready, brother. So I've got my arms behind me on the bar, and I'm just kind of like, getting ready, kind of like twisting my wrists and like
getting really pumped up.
Getting pumped up for it. Yeah. And I don't realize, like, when I'm doing that, the bar is rolling each time I do it.
Kidding me?
It's rolling, and then it fell and hit the back of my head, and I was like, oh, nobody saw it happen, thank God.
Two best friends just blowing out, talking about what's going on. We might talk about politics or what I bought off Amazon. It's bottle up and explode. Yeah! Woo! Fuck yeah! It's bottle up and explode.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bottle Up and Explode with Bryson and Michael. I'm Bryson.
Yeah, I'm Michael.
And how are you doing today, buddy?
Dude, I'm doing okay. Hanging in there. Had a nice solid day at work. Worked pretty hard. Work. And then I came here, hanging out with you now.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it so far.
How do you do? How was your day?
It was all right. Woke up, went and got something to eat, hung out for a
You
little
off
while.
today?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So woke up, went and got something to eat, hung out, read my book a little bit, listened to some music, hung out with a friend for a little bit, and here I am.
Nice, man.
Yeah, man.
Sounds like you had a nice little...
It was all right. It was a chill
nice
little
little
morning.
day.
Yeah, I was really excited to come in today. I was really excited to come talk to you.
I was too. You know why? Who else I was excited to see? Brandon! What's up, dude?
Oh, man. Just having a great weekend.
Yeah.
Super great.
Yeah.
Super great. I
Super
can
great.
tell by the look on your face. Oh, boy. Well, our audience cannot see yet, but someday soon they will be able to see the scar on Brandon's head.
Oh, yeah. Al Capone here.
So Brandon has this huge blue scar going down.
Looks
his
like he just
forehead.
celebrated Ash Wednesday.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to not only having this scar, but the many psychological scars I will carry.
From our bullying that we're in.
Sure.
Not only will I wear this huge purple, looks like I got came on
By
blue,
Grimace.
Sure.
scar.
Grimace come. Absolutely.
Barney.
Looking like I'm half painted for
A little
the cover
I
of Saturation 3 by Brockhampton right now.
Little I love you, you love me.
It's a deep reference for you.
But yeah, so, man, I'll tell you what, guys. It was. I want to preface the story by first saying that at the time I was completely sober.
Yeah, that's very disappointing.
Very, I know, it makes it worse. So I'm hanging out at the house with my kids. My wife's running an errand. My daughter's like, "Hey, Dad, I want to play a board game." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm jazzed for that, but I got to get my phone charger from my car because I got to, get that phone ready in case my wife calls and she needs anything, right?" So she's like, "Well, you got to hurry." So I'm like, "Okay," and I do kind of a silly little run out of the house, right? And as I approach the car, in my haste to enter the passenger side of my car and retrieve my charger, I both simultaneously open the passenger side door and thrust my body towards the car to enter it. And
Got a little ahead of yourself.
yeah, as it were. My head then contacted the very corner of the door. At first, I'm like, "Oh, it didn't hurt at all." Okay, well, I mean, I was done, but man, it didn't hurt. And then, like, literally, man, blood, like Carrie style, is pouring down my face. It's on my arms. It's on my side of my car. Like, it got splattered somehow.
Yeah.
It was like a murder scene, right? And so I'm running back inside. I'm like, kids, don't look at me. It's fine. Everything's fine. Daddy's fine. Where's the paper towels? Don't look at me. And I got to go to the ER. And now, to make matters worse, they glued it shut.
Oof.
I could have just done that. Oh, Jesus. I thought they were going to stitch it. But not quite deep enough, go figure. And when they used the betadine to clean it, it stained the site purple. So I now have, for the next 5 to 10 days, purple glue.
Big purple fucking scar.
Yeah,
on the forehead.
It's right,
quite
literally,
disturbing.
it's right in the middle of my forehead.
When you told me you went out to a public restaurant today, I was honestly shocked.
Oh, wow. That was hurtful.
I wasn't trying to be. I just thought it would scare the children. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so, but like you guys haven't done anything stupid before.
I've
Come on.
definitely had
sure.
done some stupid shit like that.
Sure.
I've had all kinds of little silly accents like that in my life. I remember when I was in elementary school. This had to be when I was in, I don't know, 2nd, 3rd grade maybe. Very, very young. Very early in the Bryson Chapman saga. This kid Hudson, shout out to Hudson, threw a stick at a tree. And I happened to be standing near the tree. And, we were being rambunctious. elementary school kids. He throws a stick at the tree, and it bounces off the tree and hits me right in the fucking eye. Hard, this big stick, like this, probably the size of like a billy club. I don't know why that's the first thing I thought of, but
not
like
the first time you got hit in the eye with a big stick, eh?
Crazy.
So what happened?
So I got hit in the head with this big fucking stick.
Uh-huh.
And at first, I was just like, ugh. I took it. I was watching a lot of Naruto at the time, so I took it like a champ.
Oh, Naruto Shubaidan?
Yeah, Naruto. Do it again. How was it?
It's a Noriwaru Shubshadan. I think that's how you say it.
If we can get some clarification on that in the comments.
Yeah.
Sure.
I need to know how to pronounce it.
Clear up this Naruto and Naruto situation we got going on.
Yeah.
Just don't know how to pronounce it.
Don't know how to pronounce it.
As a joke, I know how to pronounce it. I just
So I took it like an anime character, you know, it hit me in the head, and I was like, oh, and I looked down all dramatically, and it was a really cool moment in my head. And then I stand up, and they're like, oh, fuck, much like Brandon. Not, they didn't say, oh, fuck, obviously we were in like second grade. We were like, oh, gee whiz, bro. Fucking bleeding everywhere. So I got sent to the nurse's office, and she put a Hello Kitty Band-Aid on it.
cute.
And I was flexing for the rest of the day with that Hello Kitty Band-Aid.
Dude, that's so sweet. When I was 4, this is not that, like, I've never had any, like, severe injuries. Only one. It was when I was 4 years old. I was going over to my grandma's house. She lived directly next door to us, which is amazing. Growing up to have a grandma that lives right next door to you. So she called and
Grandma
said,
also used to live right next door to us.
oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
We'll talk about grandmas in a minute.
Okay. I'd love to talk about your grandma, Bryson.
Continue your story.
Thank you. It was Valentine's Day, and my grandma calls me, and she said, I got you something. Come over and get it. Spoiler alert, it was a box of Batman and Robin chocolates. It was really nice. It came in like this tin can.
Was it like tied into the feature film Batman and Robin? Or
It was tied into the animated series.
Ah, much better.
Yes.
Much better.
Oh, yeah, the cartoon. Yeah.
The cartoon version. And so I ran over, and I tripped on her like step and smacked my chin.
Oof.
Yeah, right on it.
Oof.
Right on it. And I just remember laying there for like a good few minutes. And I'm just like, oh shit. Like my grandma hasn't come outside yet. My neighbors were all inside. And then like my brother had just pulled up. My brother Jimmy. And then he like runs out and he's like, oh shit. What happened? And he throws me. I think they throw me in a car and then take me to the hospital, get stitched
Throw me in
up.
a car and kidnap me.
And kidnapped me, and I was never found again. No, I was hurt pretty bad. They stitched up the bottom of my chin, yeah, I never ran for Valentine's ever again.
So I'm noticing none of you have stories of hurting yourselves as grown men.
I'm trying to think if I have any.
Only emotionally.
I was gonna say emotionally,
Tons of stories. Yeah, how much time do you have?
I mean, I was gonna say we can just scrap what we have planned and run the whole episode off this.
No, I'm just hoping there'd be more solidarity. Certainly, there's others out there who have.
I'm trying to.
Oh, for sure.
All my goofy stories. So I got another one. So I in my house that we lived in when I was like, I don't know, like 4 or 5, like really young, even younger than the stick head story. Yeah, so once again,
real helpful.
Nothing adult, but I mean, so basically I was running laps around the living room of my house, and the like fireplace that we had in there had like a I guess like a metal kind of mantle sticking out a few feet in front of it on the floor, and the corners of it were supposed to be like, you know, obviously very close to the floor, but this one was kind of sticking up, and I ran by it. And shit went right into my heel and like cut my foot like wide open. And I remember sitting on the like in the recliner that was next to it. Like I cut my foot up and fell. Oh, I'm screaming obviously. And I'm kind of on the floor. My foot is fucking bleeding. And I remember seeing in the heel. I remember like seeing like something like white sticking out.
Nope.
It fucking fucked my heel up. So and that's how traumatizing I felt the story was. I don't remember the fallout from it. I just remember gashing my fucking heel open. I think my mind must have repressed the following events.
I mean, do you all believe that like there are people that are more accident prone out there than other people?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's definitely some clumsy motherfuckers.
Yeah! Woo! Fuck yeah!
Or organic. You can't get that nowhere else. Joe Rogan ain't doing that shit.
Suck it, Joe Rogan. Suck it.
Woo! But yes, there's some clumsy motherfuckers.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I was. I think I'm pretty clumsy. This is a high school story, but I was working out. I was in weightlifting class because I was trying to play football at the time, and I was in weightlifting. I was doing an incline press, which is a bench press, but you're inclined. So I've got my feet up. Yeah, I've got my feet up on the weights.
In the stirrups.
I'm ready, brother. So I've got my arms behind me on the bar, and I'm just kind of like, getting ready, kind of like twisting my wrists and like
getting really pumped up.
Getting pumped up for it. Yeah. And I don't realize, like, when I'm doing that, the bar is rolling each time I do it.
Kidding me?
It's rolling, and then it fell and hit the back of my head, and I was like, "Oh, nobody saw it happen, thank God, because it hit me, and the bar was right behind me, so I was able to just drop it, turn around, pick it back up, and put it back."
That's so funny.
But I saw SARS for a minute, like, I was like, "Oh."
Was it just the bar? Did it have any weight on it?
It had weight on it, but thank God I'm such a weak piece of shit. It was only like 80 pounds.
Dude, have you ever heard?
But it still hurt.
My brother used to be like super into powerlifting, so he used to talk to me about like gym shit all the time, even though I never went. But he fucking used to tell stories about how he would hear about people. They would have so much weight like on the bar that shit would like decapitate them. Oh, imagine that. How much would that fucking suck dick? You just get your fucking head cut off by a fucking barbell.
God damn, you're getting really gory today.
I'm just saying, that's some Final Destination
Didn't know we had Quentin Tarantino on the show today.
God damn, that was fucking suck.
Yeah, I don't do well with that shit. I'm not a gory, bloody guy.
No, me neither.
Oh, God.
God, you're acting like I am. I'm just saying, like, wouldn't that be fucking nuts?
Of course it would be. It's terrible. Good grief! Would it be wild if somebody got decapitated? Sure,
yeah,
of course it would.
In any scenario.
There's no scenario where I get decapitated. It's just like, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Even at
it's like the guillotine, baby.
Even then, you're like, God damn, that thing actually sliced that dude's head off. Oh my God!
Have you ever seen? That reminds me of that Why Does Could You Know sketch where they're like taking bets on how long they can talk after the guillotine cuts their head off. Have you seen that one?
No.
He's like, get your bets on this one, and he cuts people's heads off, and they're trying to talk afterwards, and every time they just open their mouth, they're like, blood pours out, and he keeps going like double nothing. He's like, I got it on the next guy.
We're putting a content rating on this one.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, Bryson.
Whatever. No fucking tripping.
You have Rob Zombie on the show today. Good grief.
God damn. But yeah, so you just bonked your fucking head in the weight room?
Yeah, I hurt pretty bad. I walked it off. Nobody saw it, really. They were already making fun of me enough for being weak as fuck. It's like,
I remember when in middle school, we had like a physical fitness test day. And we fucking had to do pull-ups. And, I was just looking at my body type. Goddamn well, I can't do no fucking pull-up, right?
So I would say that.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I can't do no fucking pull-up.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you. I mean,
I can do three
I would say that. No,
I'd say I could do anywhere.
I could do a pull-up.
Oh, no, yeah, no. I don't look like I could do a pull-up.
I can do anywhere from 1 to 10 pull-ups.
I mean, hey,
1 to 10, it depends if I take my Adderall or not. Let's pump it!
Goddamn. But, so we had to do pull-ups. So I get up, obviously, and he was like, even if you can't do one, try. So I get up there, give it my heart, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do a pull-up. And then here's the punchline. Here's the fucking, looking back at the time, it just hurt. It just hurt, obviously, because I was a kid. I didn't understand how even something tragic in life can be funny if you look at it the right way. So right after I go up and do none, and I'm getting laughed at by all these kids, right? All these kids are laughing at me. These motherfuckers are laughing at me right now.
No, I'm laughing at you because what you just said prior to that. You were like, it's like, you can take tragic moments of your life and make it funny. It's like, motherfucker, that's comedy, you idiot.
That's what I'm saying. When I was younger, I didn't like get that.
I thought you meant I thought you just had that realization in this moment.
No, you fucking
no, we were there. Brandon thought the same thing. I was like, bro.
Y'all straight tweaking on me right now on my name. Like, I don't know.
Well,
make jokes.
Anyway,
so fuck it. What I'm saying is, looking back, I can find how funny this is. Let me tell the goddamn story.
I'm sorry.
So I go up, do no pull-ups. I'm getting my fucking laughed off the stage. Right, everyone's like, "Oh fuck, can't do it," So then, right after me, this kid goes up, who easily like the fittest kid in class. I'm telling you, this is like it was like Judd Apatow wrote this. He goes up right after me, and bangs out like 40 of these motherfuckers. The whole crowd is like
I hated those guys.
All the kids in the fucking like room, they're like, yeah, whoa, we're doing it. It's getting all hype, and he's just fucking banging these motherfuckers out, and I'm literally just sitting there like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I doing?
Fuck. You know, like, I wish I could go to the gym, but I feel like I just get so intimidated. I feel like WWE superstars would be walking in there all the time. Like, not actual WWE superstars, but guys built like, what's up, bro?
That's how my friend friend Dalton is. My friend Dalton is fucking absolutely yoked. And every time I see him, that's what I think. I'm like, why are you still going to the gym, bro? You did it.
Our coworker Alex doesn't even try. Like, he's our buddy, and he works with us, and he's just fucking jacked. And he's like, man, I gotta go to the gym. I got this little gut. I'm like, dude, you look like you could just twist my neck off right now for fun.
Goddamn.
Dude's yoked.
Time to thank our sponsors.
Woo! Sponsor thanking time.
I'd like to thank our sponsor, Le Chat Noir. Le Chat Noir is a black box theater here in downtown Augusta, just on the corner of 8th and Ellis, right off Broad Street. This theater has an attached lobby with a full-service bar that echoes a 19th century cabaret. Well, after one too many absents. Like its namesake, Le Chat Noir exists to produce and present entertainment to the CSRA that was previously not being offered.
And Michael, is there possibly a website that I could go to get more information about Le Chat Noir?
I was literally about to say that, Bryson. It's lcnaugusta.com, lcnaugusta.com. You can find information on tickets. You can also find merch. You can find content on past productions. But most importantly, you can find our tickets to First Friday XTG Schrodinger's Cat. lcnaugusta.com. Go to our website for more details.
Woo! But you came over this weekend, speaking of wrestling, you came over this weekend, and we played a little bit of WWE 2K20.
We did play a little bit of WWE.
On sale for $20. You can't beat that.
Well, we had been playing, what was the other one we were playing?
2K17.
Yes, because we talked about it last week on the show, or the week before that, on the Red Dead Redemption show, about how I could beat you in that game if I owned it.
Which, again, I proved once again, I beat the fuck out of you.
See, the funny thing is, let it be known that I beat him twice.
No! Hold on a second.
This man is standing up in his chair right now.
Beat me with a, what was it, a kendo stick?
Sit your ass down and let me tell this fucking story. Just sit your ass.
No, I can't let you say that.
Just hold up. Here's what happened. Here's what fucking happened. I'm gonna tell you the exact fucking transcript of the occurrences. He's like, all right, bro, let's play. He bought a couple wrestlers. He's a very gracious host, love Michael Death. He bought a wrestler that I wanted him to buy for me to play as. He bought a couple wrestlers he wanted, bought another wrestler I wanted. So we bought all these wrestlers. We chilling, getting ready. The episode that y'all just listened to, episode 5, it's uploading. We're getting ready to play. We're playing all these like weapons matches because those are the fun ones. We're playing like no holds barred matches and Hell in a Cell matches. And basically, because I'm a competitive motherfucker.
You're a button masher bitch.
No, I'm not a button masher. I know how to analyze the game and find the paths to victory. So I went and got the kendo stick and was just beating his ass with it.
All he did was hit me with a kendo stick, and to the point where I couldn't reverse anymore. Which you were wrong about that, by the way. If the reverse button goes away, you cannot reverse anymore. And he's just beating the fuck out of me with his kendo stick. I am just getting furious because in my mind, this is button mashing at its finest, essentially. Because he's just going whoosh, 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 whoosh. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! Get up!
You're playing a wrestling.
Get up, Shawn Michaels!
See me on Street Fighter if you want to worry about button mashing and playing a real game.
Oh, I'm so mad.
Listen, so I beat the fuck out of him with this kendo stick, and I beat him like twice in a row doing that. He's like, bro, fuck you. If it's a regular match, just a normal like pinfalls match, he's like, I'll kick your ass.
And I did!
Hold up, but let's tell the whole story. So he's like, I'll kick your fucking ass. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So we pick up playing a regular match. He wants to be cute, and he puts a manager on his team. And listen, here's what happened. He wants to be cute, and he puts a manager on his team. So I'm like, all right, work. I'll put a manager on too. I had the Round Day Rousey's fine as my manager. I get on there.
Who are you?
I think I was playing Rey Mysterio, and he's playing Kevin Nash.
And I was Kevin Nash.
I didn't realize how bullshit this game is, bro. Since Rey Mysterio is so much smaller than Kevin Nash in the game, you really can't do shit to him. I was like, what the fuck?
The way, like, in like grapple, like when you pick up a wrestler, it's just regular. When he picked up Rey Mysterio, he grabbed it by the face with one hand. Like, I was like, that's so disrespectful to Rey
And
Mysterio.
bro, he would like bounce me off the turnbuckle, and I wouldn't even get like a chance to reverse whatever move he brought at me. He was just crushing my ass. But anyway,
But it's realistic though.
it was kind of cool how like I thought it was interesting how all the different situations.
It was a little laggy, but it was very realistic. I'll say that.
But let me tell you, he picks the manager, and then he's beating the fuck out of me, absolutely killing me. I've had to use both. I've had to use both of my I've had to use both of my resiliencies. I'm on the edge of losing. His manager hasn't done shit the whole fucking match, right? Hasn't touched me, hasn't done anything useful.
I've knocked the ref out twice.
He's not the ref out twice.
So that Scott Hall will beat the referee up.
None of that happens. And then I just randomly, it was so out of nowhere, it was hilarious. I just happened to be walking near Scott Hall's corner, and at this point we've been playing 10 minutes as he hasn't touched me, so I didn't think he would hit me.
Pretty much all I gotta do is pin you and I win.
His manager just hauls off, hits me, and gets DQ'd, and I beat him.
And I was like, what the fuck? It was so good shit all game. I've literally knocked the referee down 3 times and thrown Rey Mysterio out of the ring so that you would beat him up, and he just like looks at him the whole time, and then the ref turns around and then he punches him, and I'm like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? And I lost the match.
And then we played some more matches, and Michael beat me in those. But yeah,
yes.
Once again, that's not a real video game. I ain't worried about it.
Dude, okay, you keep saying that about sports games. I will wreck your shit.
In what,
So,
Madden?
a Madden?
You'll beat me in Madden, Michael?
Oh, well, fine. Your games aren't real either. How about that?
Crazy. Got my ass.
Got you, bro. No, I'd wreck you in sports games. But we were playing, when I was Goldberg, I wrecked you, dude. And we were talking about our favorite entrances.
Oh, yeah, you do love the Goldberg.
Dude, Goldberg's entrance is fucking immaculate. If you don't know Goldberg's entrance, it always starts off with a local cop in the area, wherever they are. He walks, he's got a pair of sunglasses, he walks up to the door, and he knocks on the door, and then Goldberg comes out, and then usually he's escorted by cops out into the arena, and you're just like, oh my god. And then he comes out, and then like these gold sparks just shoot, and it's just like, it goes like above him, like, not above him, like, you know, he's like standing over it, it's just like, and then he just like blows smoke out of his nose, he's like, Snoke. He blows smoke out of his nose. He's like, let's fucking go. And I'm like, oh, let's fucking go. Dude's a beast.
I don't know. I guess I'm just not as into Goldberg. One of my favorite entrances, so I mean, I got a lot of them. We were talking about this a little bit the other day, and we decided to save it for the show. I got a lot of ones I like. Kurt Angle's, I love, not necessarily because of how crazy or elaborate it is. It's very simple. It's just him walking to the ring, doing his normal smarmy asshole thing. But the whole time, the audience along to his song is chanting, "You suck." And I think it's so beautiful because when he was a heel in his career, it was like them like dissing on him because they didn't want to see him, right? Like, you suck. But now that he has this place like solidified in the annals as like one of the best of all time, it's like now they chanted at him and it's got the reverse meaning. It's like a term of endearment now. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's kind of, I don't know.
Wow. No,
This is deep as your comedy observation from earlier.
wow, God, you were just having a lot of.
Fucking Gordy philosopher here today.
I hate you, motherfucker.
No, I like the Hardy Boys entrance. It always gets you hyped up.
Oh, me and Travis used to get down to that one back in the day.
And then they come out in their paint and they're like, oh, dude, that shit was sick.
Bro,
I loved it. Undertaker's entrances.
That's a good. His is good once again, just for like kind of like what it represents. It itself, honestly, after you've seen it the 100th time, you're like, all right, I gotta wait for the goddamn Undertaker to walk out again.
Well, you got to think he had multiple entrances. He had multiple entrances. Like when he did American Badass, which was also a bad entrance. Anytime he came out on that fucking motorcycle, you're like, okay, let's fucking go. Kane also had a good one. Like his first.
I like Kane's song. Kane's entrance once again is very simple and like it's just him like walking out the ring. But that song when he had the mask.
Yeah, that's sick. I fucking love that one. And then you just like the ring would be on fire. You're like, oh shit.
Oh, dude, the raised arms and the down with the pyro. That part of the entrance obviously is iconic. You used to do that every time I'd hit a finishing move on my brother when we were wrestling in the house. Blow, fucking pyro every time.
It's sick. The Rock's entrance is very iconic, just like Stone Cold's, in the sense of like, once you hear that, do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
I was gonna say theirs are more once again iconic just for the sound effect that leads it off. It's so
the glass break is probably the most iconic thing in wrestling.
Yeah, definitely like top 5. I'd probably agree
Some
with that.
people told me they don't get that hype when they hear the glass break. I'm like, I do. I get super hype.
If you don't get hype when you hear the glass break,
Who's that?
you're full mark, and you don't have any childish joy for the business anymore. Got to keep a little bit of that in you.
But the best overall entrance is D-Generation X. You can't beat it. Fucking badass.
It's up there. Yeah, it's up there.
They're badass. Like even their like stunts outside of the ring, like the WCW shit.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
WCW, get out of here!
Fuck out here.
Get out of here right now! They're like in a tank. It's like fucking unbelievable. These guys are awesome. You know the thing I think that makes Stone Cold and The Rock's entrance so iconic is that they are so iconic themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They are on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. I believe.
They're definitely contenders. I'd say, okay, so I think that if one of them's going to get the axe, it would be The Rock. And I'm just going to be honest. And I think that means that the Mount Rushmore in my mind, coming at you, hot off the Bryson Chapman hot take printing press.
Get to your Mount Rushmore because I need to shit on you.
It's, all right. It's Bruno Sammartino,
Okay.
Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, and John Cena.
What? Hold on a goddamn second. Hold
I got
on.
my hot take ready for you.
Oh no. I've got the hottest take for you.
Okay.
How could you put John Cena ahead of The Rock? Could you answer that for me?
I can put John Cena ahead of The Rock because if you want to look at a Mount Rushmore, I feel like it should be a representation of the timeline of wrestling. And there's no other person you could point to for the past 20 years of the sport than John Cena as the leader, as the most important, as the figurehead. And honestly, if you want to be dead honest, The Rock isn't as important as Stone Cold is, and they came about at the same time, and he's just not as important as Stone Cold is.
No. There's no way.
He's also not
hold
as,
on.
he's the best, probably one of the best talkers of all time, but as a wrestler, he's not that great. Match quality wise. He is befuddled right now.
I am absolutely befuddled right now. The Rock Triple H matches were some of the greatest matches in wrestling history.
Keep telling yourself that, buddy.
They're amazing matches.
Keep telling
Fine,
yourself.
I will keep telling myself that. Anytime The Rock and Stone
Hulk Hogan
Cold,
also, I'll be honest, Hulk Hogan also, not good.
No, he's a terrible wrestler.
But here's the thing, he is so much more, for his time period, so much more fucking important.
But how
than The
can
Rock.
you?
What
But
about
how?
Ric Flair or Jake
Ric
the
Flair,
Snake?
Hold on.
I mean, come
Ric
on.
Flair's definitely a top. Jake the Snake, not
Snake's
not
pretty
in the
important.
conversation in my mind, but Ric Flair is definitely like 5
Hold
or
on.
6.
But here's the thing: The Rock is influential because he is responsible for the expansion of WWE. Really, Oh shit! Knocked your microphone down. I'm
We're
sorry.
good. Caught it.
We're
We're
good.
on the
You
job.
might want to
guys.
fix it though.
It is a little cattywampus. Continue. He's important for.
The Rock is one of the first wrestlers. Like, okay, Hulk Hogan went in entertainment, sure, but The Rock is the first wrestler to be an actual movie TV superstar.
Mhm.
Like, there is no wrestler that has really done that. Hulk Hogan is probably the closest, and John Cena attempted to do that, and he's just not like he was funny in Trainwreck.
You say,
but he's not The Rock.
You say John Cena attempted. John Cena is, just if we're being honest, still in the very early part of. Rock has been doing it a lot longer. I don't have any doubt that John Cena could be a huge blockbuster movie star. Give him another 15
No,
years.
dude, he's never going to surpass The Rock. Never.
Anyway.
We can archive this tape right here. The Rock is going to be the first billionaire wrestler.
Just let it be known, John Cena. I mean, probably because he's so ahead of everybody else. I would agree with that too. Probably.
And he's like a go-getter. Like, he's an entrepreneur. He's got his own shit. He's got his own clothing line with Under Armour. He's got his own tequila. He does his own movies. He produces his own
what
movies.
does any of that have to do with wrestling?
That's just that's like
That's just because he did all this other stuff outside of the sport that we're talking about.
But it brings more people to the sport.
It really doesn't as much as you think. Most people
It
that are into
does,
The Rock
though.
in this day and age
It
don't
really
fuck
does.
with wrestling.
Right.
I mean, I don't think it does as much as you think it does. Though.
Okay, but so you're saying that John Cena, when he does movies, when he goes and does movies, it doesn't bring people to the sport?
I think if you talk about the sport, I think he's more important to the last 20 years of sport. He covers this time period.
I would say Triple H is more important than John Cena.
I think he's up there too. I think he's.
I
Definitely
I wouldn't put John Cena ahead of Triple H. Triple H had his own influence as a wrestler, and now he's about to become Vince McMahon of the freaking show, man. He's the authority,
It's
bro.
also very. I mean, Triple H is very important. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, we're talking about figureheads. We're talking about representations.
And you're putting John Cena ahead of Vince McMahon.
Because we're talking about wrestlers.
Well, Vince McMahon was a wrestler.
Oh, he wrestled like two. All right,
Wait,
whatever. What's your Mount Rushmore? Since yours
Well,
is
I was going to ask, yeah, because like
What's your
you
Mount?
took issue with the Rock.
So I already know the problem with yours, and I'm about to slam yours in a second.
So it's Stone Cold and The Rock. I'll put them on there at the same time. I don't care if they're from the same time period.
Just say what you're gonna say.
Okay, it's really tough for me. It's really tough. I won't argue with your first one, San Martino, but
because without him, WWF would 100% be around today.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I have to.
WWE, yeah.
I have to put. It's so tough because I agree. Hulk Hogan was like he's very there's
even more layers to it because if you want to talk about a wrestling Mount Rushmore, I think that Ric Flair might be over Hulk Hogan. But if we're talking about like a WWE, WWF, the main company in the wrestling world,
if you had like the four faces of the company,
if you want to talk about that, I feel
span.
like then it has to be Hulk Hogan. But Ric Flair, honestly, overall, like wrestling period, might take Hulk Hogan off in my mind. Like I said, it all depends on the day and how I'm thinking about it.
I just cannot put John Cena ahead of three people I just named, and not to mention Undertaker.
Did you finish yours? All right, the finishers. Let me get it.
Okay, so it's The Rock, it's Stone Cold, it's got to be. I put Vince McMahon on there, and I put Shawn Michaels on there.
Okay, so
Shawn Michaels,
I'm gonna say you're way too stacked on fucking 5 years of the business.
Because a lot of the guys
watch wrestling from 1993 to 1999.
Well, they had prolonged careers. They had long careers. No, I could talk about Randy Savage. I put Randy Savage ahead of John Cena.
Randy Savage is just a poor man's Hulk Hogan.
He's a better wrestler than Hulk Hogan. I'm sorry.
100%.
Hold on a second.
200%.
Steamboat versus Randy Savage is arguably one of the greatest matches ever.
God, I think I'm just getting this sick joy and saying things that people are gonna hate here.
You like being a troll.
I am kind of a troll, but no, I just think if we're talking about importance, that's who's gonna get their face carved in. I feel like you need to have figureheads if you're talking about this. And I think it would be Bruno for holding the shit together when it was first like really coming into its own. Hulk Hogan for absolutely blowing it up in the 80s, taking it to a global scale or to a national scale. And then Stone Cold for bringing it from the dark ages where it was almost, dead. And John Cena for, holding it down for the past 20 years.
I just, no disrespect to John Cena. John Cena is a very important figure in wrestling. But he's not even the most popular guy right now.
Yeah, because he's done. He's pretty much out. John Cena, I feel
like. But John Cena, he was only the most popular wrestler for what? Maybe 1-2 years?
Try 8.
Nah, dude, no.
2000 I would say 2006 to
2006. That's a little too early, man.
I would say 2006 or 2007 probably to 2014 or 15. That's him. Straight out, that's him.
But think about Undertaker. Undertaker has been popular from '91, and he's had a prolonged career and has maintained that level of popularity.
Oh yeah.
How is he? I just can't put.
If you want to switch it to thinking about who's good and who's amazing at it and who's just the shit, Undertaker would be on mine.
Yeah,
but I think we're talking about importance. We're talking about
Well, he kind of represents kind of the backstage every man's wrestler. Yes, he represents the culture of wrestling. Yeah. I guess we could just break this down another time, but I just can't.
This has a lot more layers than we thought it did when we came
so many people. John Cena, you just put him in front of so many influential wrestlers, and I don't know. Maybe it's the generational gap.
Well, see, and here's the thing. I'm not even a big John Cena fan. If you want to talk about who we like to watch, who we think are great wrestlers, he would not even be in my top 10. But I'm just saying, I gotta call a duck a duck.
Whatever.
He held the shit down.
I'll give it to you. That's fine. You can have him, but I just don't agree with you. We'll agree to disagree.
Fine.
Even though you're a bitch and wrong about The Rock. Today's episode of Bottle Up and Explode is brought to you by the Alley Downtown Tap Room. The Alley Downtown Tap Room is the #1 place for craft beer. They have 48 taps with a variety of beer, ciders, wine, kombuchas, sodas, and coffee. Pay by the ounce or pay by the pint. Now, like a lot of businesses, the Alley Downtown Tap Room is going through a real tricky time right now. So their hours are limited right now. So check their website out for that. You can also check their website for to purchase a gift card, beer, or merch. You can find that information on the alleydowntowntaproom.com. Again, that's the alleydowntowntaproom.com.
Now, Michael, is there some sort of VIP text list I could get involved with to get more information?
Absolutely, Bryson. You can sign up for the VIP text list by texting BHOPPY, BEHOPPY, BHOPPY to 31996. Again, that's text BHOPPY to 31996. I used to love watching wrestling with my brother. My brother Jimmy is a 21 aged
male.
21 aged male, say 5'10". No, we used to watch together. He used to take me to wrestling. Speaking of Goldberg, okay, so this is a really funny story. So WCW had come through, or there was like a monster truck rally or something, and it was associated with Goldberg. And Goldberg was there with somebody else, and they were signing autographs. And my brother took me, and we had waited so long. And he was very much in character. And the person in front of me had just signed. And then he went, "Who's next?" And I went, "Not me, not me, not me." I looked at my brother and went, "Fuck no, we're out of here. We're out of here. Get him to sign it. Let's fucking go." And he signed it. I still have it. I gotta find it.
That's
but
so funny. I got a t-shirt signed by Matt Hardy. Shout out to Matt Hardy.
Shout out to Matt Hardy, man. Yeah. Shout out to Goldberg as well. You know, can't not shout out Goldberg.
Can't not shout out Goldberg.
We're talking about him all show. But we used to watch wrestling together, live shows, saw all the great wrestlers of the 90s and early 2000s. I saw both decades of Undertaker, which was cool. The Demon, the biker one, and then the
2000s one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
best Undertaker, I'd say.
Yeah, it was really cool. But what I did not like doing is wrestling with my brother. That's never fun. He liked to reenact moves. He knocked out 2 of my teeth. So the first tooth was an attempt to do a Royal Rumble over the top rope throw. So he shoulder threw me over the couch, and then I hit my tooth on the floor. And that was not fun. Knocked it out. And then the next time was he gave me the hit submission move, Mr. Sucka!
Oh, he gave you the
Mr. Sucka. And if you don't know what that is, it's a Mankind finisher where he puts a sock on his hand and then puts it in their mouth and then pulls down on their pressure point. It hurts like shit. But it's very disgusting to have your brother put a used sock in your fucking mouth and then knock out a tooth of the process.
Oh, he gave you the full
he gave me the full treatment. Oh yeah, right off the foot. Mr. Sucka!
Right off the fucking foot. My brother, we never did a lot of gross shit like that to each other, but this man would absolutely. We talk about it we laugh now, but this motherfucker used to power bomb me off the couch onto my head so hard. I don't know how he did kill me. I swear to God.
My brother was so mean to me growing up. I give him a break now, but I always like to pick on him a little bit. He's responsible for my fear of heights.
Is he really? How? What do you do?
Well, we're gonna find out on today's segment of Michael Yes Boy.
Painful stories from Michael's past. Get stuffed in a lager, thrown in the trash. Stories getting pants. Always wedgies bullied. It's Michael gets bullied. Yeah.
So on today's segment of Michael Gets Bullied, we discuss my brother and how he gave me a fear of heights. So I was 3 or 4 years old, and we had this beautiful giant hutch. It was a beautiful piece of furniture, and it was really, really tall. And my brother was picking on me, and he was messing with me, and he picks me up, and he's kind of "Aw, so sweet." And then he picks me up all the way, and then he puts me on top of the hutch and walks away and leaves me there. What to get? A camera to see my face in just fear. And I remember looking down over it. I'm just oh my god, this is terrible. And I just remember that anxiety.
How old were you?
I was 3 or 4 years old. There's a picture of it that they have. I'll put it on here.
That's so funny.
Maybe not. We'll see. If you don't see it, well...
If you don't see it, then we didn't do it.
I couldn't find it. So he put me up there, and he leaves me up there, and he's just laughing at me. And it was so funny. And then the entire family comes in and looks "Oh, look at Michael. Oh, get me the fuck down from
In my mind, I'm imagining like they left you up there for like days, and like they were feeding you up there, and then company would come over and they'd be like,
Yes.
look
Look at our son. He's been on the top shelf for 300 days.
God damn, that's funny.
But I did pay him back.
What'd you do?
So I worked for Disney for a short amount of time, and he came to visit me, and I found out he too has a fear of heights. So I took him on Tower of Terror, motherfucker, and oh man, he was so scared the whole time. I'm like, who's staring down, Timmy? Woo! Hands up! Because by this point, I was okay with Tower of Terror.
At this point, I was real good and vindictive.
I was ready. I was ready to get this bitch. I was like, yeah, get on, buckle up, pull that yellow strap, motherfucker. Yeah, woo! And he was scared. I mean, it was amazing. Yeah, he was fucking scared as shit, though. Yeah, he was crying. No, he was not crying. I wish he was crying, though. But he was pretty shook by it. He was quiet, like, right after we got off. I'm like, how you doing, bud? That was a lot, man. I was like, yeah, it was. And that brings us to the end of today's segment of
Michael gets bullied.
God, I love my brother, though. He's a great guy.
Did you hang out with your brother a lot growing up? Were y'all together a lot?
He, like, took me to do a lot of things, yes. He took me fishing, even though not really a fishing guy. He took me,
Did y'all ever get into tomfoolery together?
I mean, the age difference, man.
How old's your brother?
My brother's 21 years older than me.
Oh, fuck.
So,
yeah,
not really any tomfoolery, you know. Just, he took me to an
That's a pretty
NHRA.
firm lead, yeah.
We went to an NHRA race once. It was pretty dope. I was in high school. And, he got me on a pretty good prank, though. Can I tell the story real quick?
Of course.
Oh, my God. So we're at this NHRA race, which, if you don't know what that is, it's like extreme drag racing. Like, imagine NASCAR-level vehicles drag racing down a strip. So we go to this race, and they have a simulator. And my reaction time's pretty good. I have a really good reaction time. As you know, I was at Beat Your Ass this weekend, Bryson. So there is a simulator. So you do the handheld, not the handheld one, but the like the mobile one. So the steering wheel's on the table and the pedals down on the floor. And if you get a really good time, you get to go in the actual simulator car. It's still a simulator, but it's an actual car you sit in. And I passed. I passed the first one, so I got to sit in the car and do it. And I had the fastest time for the day. Now, it was early in the day. So they said, now, we're going to take the top 3 from today, and then we'll bring you back tomorrow to try again. And the winner goes to California next week, or San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, shit. So we go watch some of the races, and I go back, because I'm like, fuck, I want to know if I'm going to fucking be here.
Mm-hmm.
And slowly but surely, I start to slip 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm like, shit. But at the end of the day, they tell you still come back, just in case somebody doesn't.
Just in case everyone that beat you is dead.
Right, exactly. Or they forget to come back, or they leave or something.
They all mysteriously showed up dead.
I swear to God, they made it to number 6. Because they were like, is so-and-so here? Nope, okay. The fastest person was there, but like second and third place must have not got the memo. And I was like, shit. I was so close. I was almost going to be able to do this thing.
That's so funny.
So we go back home, and it's the weekend, and my brother has planned something very great. So I wake up, and my mom goes, hey, I got a call from Powerade about this simulator thing you did, and apparently somebody had backed out, and they need you to call them right away. I'm like, oh, my God. Are you kidding me? I was like, okay, what's the number? And I dial it, and it sounds like Peyton Manning. And I'm like, oh shit, oh my God, this is real. And then I hear the Peyton Manning voice go, are you ready for some man-on-man action? And I went, what? Yeah, thank you for calling 1-800-WET BOYS. And I went, oh my God!
That's funny.
I'm 16. I'm like, oh no! Mom's gonna kill me! I didn't pay for this! I didn't pay for this! And I was just, more horrified about the bill, honestly. I was just like, I didn't pay for this!
God damn, that's fucking funny.
I didn't know how phone sex worked at the time. I still don't know how phone sex works, but he got me there.
That reminds me of a similar story. When I was in like elementary school, the grocery store in my neighborhood had like a drawing contest for like Christmas. They gave everybody this coloring sheet. Everybody got the same sheet, and whoever colored it the best was going to win this huge basket of candy.
Oh, nice.
And my brother used to draw like a motherfucker at this time. He was in high school when I was in elementary school. So he just went in, absolutely went beast mode on this fucking thing, colored the shit out of it, blah, 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 drew it, added extra stuff, put like fucking glitter and all kinds of bullshit on it, sent it in, won, obviously, crushed all these fucking elementary school kids' asses in this coloring contest. And then he said I did it. So I won this contest off of my brother completely cheating and doing it for me.
Dude, I used to there used to be a coloring contest. Brandon, you don't remember this. This was before you. You remember Stardust Skating Rink?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, Stardust Skating Rink was is like Red Wing, but it was much cooler.
Yeah.
More retro, like better games, really good games. And they would host a coloring contest for elementary school students because they would have kids night or like Westmont night. It would be themed to your school. And so each grade would have a coloring contest and I would do it every time. Why? The prizes. What were the prizes, you ask? Only two things, really. A free small drink. It was very small. It was like a piss cup. A piss cup of vanilla Coke is what I used to get. They used to have vanilla Coke on tap. Fucking love that place. And it was also 50 cents for the arcade. And I would play that money. I'd play it on the spin machine to enter the money machine. So if you hit the jackpot, it was like mystery prize.
So you're like playing slots?
Yeah, I'm a gambler like my father. This makes a lot of sense.
Started, yeah.
This is where my gambling addiction started. And then one time I hit the jackpot and I got to go in the fucking money machine. And I should have practiced being more coordinated because I only got like $4. Fuck! Shit! So mad about that this day. I'm like, oh my god. I was so stoked to be in the money machine.
Played baseball. Like,
I should have quit baseball to do acting. I'm like, oh no. And all the money's just going all around. And I'm like, I'm freaking out. Like, I should have watched something about this. And I'm like, I only have $2. And I can't stuff it in. I'm like, oh no. I only have $4. And I'm like, I've wasted. I was just like, I'll never do this again. I've like worked so hard to get in this fucking money machine. I had watched birthday party after birthday party after birthday party with these fucking kids getting in the money machine, and my family's too poor to do that. So now here's my time. The pauper gets to be the prince, and he still is the pauper. Fuck.
God, I remember I went to Chuck E. Cheese once when I was a kid. And I used all my tokens playing fucking skee ball. And I was killing this shit. And then I had like one token left. And my mom made us use it to get a fucking picture taken.
No!
I was so fucking mad.
You're like, Mom, I only need 2 tickets to get this mobile basketball goal. Please.
I swear to God. She made me use our last tickets to get a picture. And it's funny because now I look at that picture and I love it. And it means a lot to me. It's such a
back
cute
then,
picture.
you're like, fuck this.
But back then, literally, I looked so pissed off at the picture. I'm sitting there like, fucking God.
Fuck this. I cannot believe I had to get a picture of my brother.
And they use all these fucking coins on these pictures. God damn,
we hate our brothers.
Fuck our brothers.
Fuck our brothers. We love brother. I love you, brother.
Love you too, my friend.
I love you, brother.
Love you, brother.
I love you, brothers.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
You've been listening to Bottle Up and Explode with Bryson and Michael. I'm Bryson.
Yeah, I'm Michael.
Thank you.
2 best friends just brought it out, and now it's time to go. But tune in next week, you sexy motherfuckers, for another episode of Bottle Up and Explode.
Tune in every Sunday on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever else you get your podcasts. Thank you.
Bottle up and explode.